Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be reviewing WrestleMania 3. It's been a little bit since I've done these reviews, um, but we are back on this series. Uh, I'll be talking about the things I liked, the things I didn't like, what to expect if you are overall sitting down to watch this, and just talking about pretty much every match on this card. We'll be giving out a few awards, if you would, of the best match, the worst match, and also the best moment of the event. Let's just get right into the review, and then afterwards I will tell my overall thoughts and opinions on everything. But the first match of the night was the Can-Am connection of Ricky Martel and Tom Zink defeating Bob Orton in the Magnificent Morocco. This was a 5-minute nothing match. It was okay. Um, didn't really have time to really develop into enjoying this match and really getting into it, which is something unfortunate that can be said pretty much with a lot of the matches in early WrestleMania, just because they pack the card full and then they give certain matches a lot more time than others, and that's something we'll see throughout this review, like we've seen so far throughout the other two that I've done. But there's nothing much to this match. I was getting into it, and then the match ended. So I mean, at least there's a tag team match to start off. I mean, it was okay, but it was like you don't have to go out of your way to watch it. It was just kind of there. And then we have the second match of Billy Jack Hayes versus Hercules. This ended in a double countout. They gave it more time than the first match, and I was kind of getting into it. I mean, there's not it is just like there's nothing much to the match. It's not super entertaining, but you can sit down and watch it and be okay. It's not like you'll be extremely happy to watch it. It ended in a double countout. That's pretty much the most that can be said about how the match actually went, because most of the time double countouts and disqualifications don't mean anything, especially in early WrestleMania history, because we see a lot of politicking backstage of who should win, and a lot of people don't want to lose, so it ends in these BS endings of double countouts and disqualifications, which once again we'll see throughout this entire card, and it just keeps going. The third match of the card is Hillbilly Jim and the Haiti Kid and Little Beaver defeating King Kong Buddy, Lil Tokyo, and Lord Littlebrook by disqualification. This match sucked. This match was stupid. This match was 3 minutes and 25 seconds, and all it was offensive. You had Hillbilly Jim and King Kong Bundy, these tall guys, teaming up with little people just for the sake of them doing it. This match was stupid. This match doesn't belong on a WrestleMania. It doesn't belong on a Raw or a SmackDown or an NXT or a Superstar or even a main event. This isn't even something I would want to see on Velocity or Heat or any of those small shows. This should not be a match, but it is on WrestleMania of all things. So today, we'll be seeing the first ever 2 awards given out for the worst matches, because this match is one of them. It is so bad. It's 3 minutes 25 seconds, and I was dumbfounded the entire time. Dumb decisions. I can't stand it. I don't want to see this match again. When I originally reviewed this, because this is my second time making this review, I did not know whether or not to give it the worst match, but I could not justify giving it the worst match and not giving this other match the worst match as well, which we will see once again later on. But not a good match. Horrible throughout the entire thing. Did not like it at all. The fourth match was Harley Race defeating Junkyard Dog via pinfall in a loser must bow match. They keep on doing this so far, where I'm slowly getting a little bit more into the match, and then it just ends. There's nothing to say about this match. I was getting into it, match end. That's all I can really say. It was an okay match. I don't like what they've done so far with Junkyard Dog, which is pretty much have him lose, but to make sure the crowd's still behind him, let's have him beat up the person at the end of the match, which just makes them look like a bad guy, but somehow that makes them a good guy. Wrestling is really weird sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Then we got, as the fifth match, it is the Dream Team of Greg Valentine and Brutus the Barber Beefcake defeating the I'm not too sure how to pronounce the name. Raku Brothers, I'll say that, and I'm sorry if I butchered that name, in a tag team match. It was okay. It's a 4-minute match. Can't really do much in a 4-minute match, especially when it's a tag team match. Give these matches more time, and they'll be more entertaining, and people will think, I got my money's worth. But no, they're having these short matches and whatnot. I mean, so far up to this point, I'm like not really enjoying this event. I just thought it was lackluster for the most part. I mean, the match was okay. Once again, though, it's only 4-minute match, so it's not much you can get behind throughout the match. But it happened. The seventh match on the card was Danny Davis and the Hart Foundation defeating Tito Santana and the British Bulldogs. This match was pretty solid. They gave it more time, running at almost 9 minutes, but the full time of the match was 8 minutes and 52 seconds. Not much to complain about. It was a solid match. I wish it had a little bit more time, and honestly, I kind of wish it was just the Hart Foundations and the British Bulldogs, because they put on great matches. They're great wrestlers, and why not just do a tag team match with just those two? But no, they had to do a 6-man tag match, which is okay, I guess. But no, it was a solid match. So far, that was my match of the night. I was really enjoying it. But it is not the match of the night, because that is a little bit later on. And I skipped over on accident Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis in a hair versus hair match, where Roddy Piper won, and this was his quote-unquote retirement match. And this is the last time we ever see him in a WWE ring again. No, it's not. Spoiler alert, it's not. Retirement matches don't really mean anything, but I enjoyed this match. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot to it. It was a 6-minute, 33-second match, but still, I still kind of enjoyed it. It was still nice. The next match on the card is Butch Reed defeating Coco Beware via pinfall in 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Why? Why is this a thing? Why do they keep doing this? I'm excited for when they stop packing so many matches on such a short time period and give more matches the time to actually develop and be good. Whoa! Can't believe they would try to do that. That's one thing I gotta say. I'm very happy with modern WWE right now. Is they're doing less matches on the PLE, giving it more time so you can enjoy the match. And they're better matches overall because you have that time to develop a story. But every day I wake up and I think about Coco Beware being a WWE Hall of Famer, and I just don't quite understand it. But he's an okay wrestler, and I find him semi entertaining. But man, do they just screw over a lot of African American wrestlers, especially in early WWE? Mm, not 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 very fun. I'm not gonna lie. But the next match on the card, my match of the night, Ricky Steamboat defeating Randy Savage for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. This is the first WrestleMania Classic. This match is amazing. If you have not checked it out, you definitely should. A lot of near falls, a lot of false finishes. I think that this match, one is is what a lot of matches should be shaped around: building a story, giving you something to get behind, giving you time to develop it. They gave this match the most time on the card for valid reasons. Genuinely, I was really impressed with this match. I've heard positive things about it. I've never watched it until recently when I sat down to watch this to review it. But there's nothing bad about this match at all. There's a reason why you have people talking about Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat till this day. I think it's aged amazingly. That's sometimes the problem with older wrestling, is looking at it at with a modern day lens. It's so easy to be like, wow, these matches suck. But you cannot say this about this match at all, because it's thoroughly enjoyable throughout the entire of uh, evening between these two wrestlers. This match alone makes me like enjoy this WrestleMania more, because there's a lot of bad and a lot of stink on this WrestleMania. This match alone tops it. And now I talked about WrestleMania 1 having that amazing women's match. And I still think that that match is great, but this is the first WrestleMania Classic. And I'm excited to see the future of WrestleMania Classics. But I know that there's a little bit of time in between when we see another WrestleMania Classic. But that's okay. It just takes a little bit of time to get there. The next match was the Honky Tonk Man defeating Jake Roberts by pinfall. It's okay. Um, really unfortunate following that match. Honestly, I don't think the card really recovered for the rest of the night. Not gonna lie. But still, the match was okay. Um, I wish they did more with Jake Roberts throughout his tenure with the WWE. But unfortunately, that was not the case. And Honky Tonk Man is annoying, and I don't really like his character. But for whatever reason, they decide to make him eventually the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. And it stays that way for a really long time for some reason. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing much I can say about this match. It's quite a letdown compared to the last one for sure. The next match was the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov defeating the Killer Bees in a tag team match via disqualification. Um, Nothing to say about this match. There's really not. It's been a little bit since I've seen the match, so that could be partially why. But I remember when I watched it, I did not care for it at all. But you know, maybe there's someone out here that enjoys some of these matches on this card where I'm not giving a lot of love to. And it's not like I'm saying they're bad matches. They're okay. They're just run of the mill matches. They're not stand out enough to mention anything really that important about them. Um, Once again, a stupid decision in the match via disqualification, which once again we see a lot, and we saw a lot in WrestleMania 2. So I'm glad there's not as many on this WrestleMania, but still, way too many, way too much of that is happening, especially at WrestleMania. Glad it doesn't happen that much anymore, honestly. And then your main event match. Hulk Hogan defeating Andre the Giant via pinfall for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. This match gets 2 awards for being one of the worst match, or the worst match on the card, but also having the best moment, because there's a reason why when you open up a wrestling event to watch it on your phone, on your tablet, or whatever, you see Andre the Giant getting slammed by Hulk Hogan, because it's an iconic moment for obvious reasons. The crowd is into it. They're into this match, but there's nothing that goes on. This is the second longest match of the night at 12 minutes and 1 second, and it sucks. It sucks. It is boring, uneventful, until the body slam and the leg drop, the 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I might just be a hater. I hate Hulk Hogan matches. I'm not entertained by them. So far, I've seen 3 WrestleMania matches from Hogan, and they've all been stinkers. But won't continue to be the case necessarily, because I know that in the future there are some good Hulk Hogan WrestleMania matches. Or decent, I should say. But this is not one of them for sure. That is pretty much the end of reviewing on the matches, but let's just talk about my overall feelings and my overall thoughts of this WrestleMania. Some positives. I love that there's more budget for the production. Something that has drastically improved in just 2 years. From WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 3. Drastic improvement with the overall production side of this event. You have more people getting these WrestleMania special entrances, and also just a more a better looking show with better commentary. There's some positives and some negatives for sure throughout this entire event. Once again, another positive is that Ricky Steamboat and Randy Savage match. I will keep singing my praises for it, because it surprised me for how great it is, because sometimes people overhype older wrestling. And it's not that I've not been enjoying watching these older WrestleManias. I've been enjoying it to some degree, but not as much as I thought I would. This match got me more invested into continuing the series, because WrestleMania 2 was so bad. I did not like it really at all. There was not much positive to be said about that card. But this is better and a little bit more enjoyable. There were some moments where I was like, I did not like it that much. One negative for sure I will say is the reusing of managers. There's just some, like, you have Bobby Heenan with two matches on this card being the manager, which is so weird to think about, because when I imagine managers, it's one per person / team. You don't have a manager running around and managing other people. That just doesn't make any sense. But that's all right. It's something that I think is interesting and is a screenshot into this time period of wrestling. But overall, the show is okay. If you want to check it out, you can. But it's not like you need to watch WrestleMania 3. You need to watch the Ricky Steamboat and Randy Savage match. So if you just watch that, I think you'll be good. But still, check it out on your own. And of course, if you have any recommendations for anything I should review, put it down in the comments below. If you got this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And that's it for today's video. Have a great rest of your day.